The next thing we'll want to do after issuing the orders to dig our mine shaft is to set up the initial machinery that our colonists have started out with. Normally, when you use the default configuration for your starting party, you'll get a number of power plants and essential pieces of equipment that are needed to build the rest of your colony. So in order to set up our starting power grid and initial manufacturing equipment, we'll deploy the items using this place item tool that looks like 3 arrows pointing into a circle. Sometimes I'll click the show elevation button just to make it very clear where the tiles are, where the discrete locations are rather. And once with this tool selected, go ahead and click a spot where you want to deploy a piece of machinery. This will bring up an interface that shows you all of the different items that you can place there. You can either filter by category. In our case, we'll scroll down and say heavy machinery, and we can see all of the heavy machinery that we have to start out with. There are wind generators, solar generators, an ore refinery, and an equipment and machinery manufacturing station. The first one we'll place as a wind generator. Then next to that, we'll place another wind generator. You can also type the word in here to this item filter, and it'll filter out items like that. We'll place our pair of solar generators immediately next to those. Note that it's important that all of these are right next to each other so that they are connected. Our power generators generate energy. Energy is used by all machinery to function, and so the machinery either needs to be adjacent to the power grid or connected to it with power lines, which we'll get to later. But for starting out, the easiest thing to do is just place them right next to them. We'll deploy our equipment station, and then we'll deploy our ore refinery. And this sets up, again, we've got our 4 power plants here, our ore refinery, and our equipment manufacturing station, and this sets up all the basic machinery that we need to get started. It's important to note, too, that you can use this tool right here, which looks like a magnifying glass. This is the tile inspection tool to view more detailed information about anything that you see on the map. I'm going to pause the game right here, and I'll use the tile inspection tool and click on one of our wind generators, and you can see all sorts of information about the biome, the temperature, the content that's present at a location. Sometimes there are, depending on what you click on, more detailed controls. So I can view the item details and see exactly what the wind generator is made out of. The frame's made out of fiberglass, the blades are made out of aluminum. And sometimes for power plants like this, there's a View Generator Info button. You can click on this and see the information about what is affecting the energy production at the facility. So wind isn't blocked here. Current wind velocity is 1.23, and it's already generated 6125 units of energy for us. So that's how we set up the initial machinery, and that's an important first step towards being able to refine materials and manufacture the things we're going to need to grow.